Hi guys, it's Dave here from the iReady podcast, giving you a post-match review of that game. This is actually the third time that I'm recording this review because I've been so annoyed and pissed off. I've had to keep deleting it constantly. I'm just so disappointed, guys. Rangers didn't turn up, did they? They really didn't. After that fantastic result midweek, we just did not turn up. I think that's the most frustrating point about it, is we all know how well we've been playing. We all know how, we've been winning the ball in midfield and we've been getting forward and we've really been putting teams under the cosh, but that game we just didn't turn up. Now, going back, we knew we were going to have a couple of really tough games to start off with. Aberdeen game, we should have won that, let's be honest. And then there was signs in the Motherwell game, we went over that as well. We were winning and we ended up drawing that game as well. We really should be on, we should have been on maximum points going into this game, and we're not. And that's the frustrating thing, is the whole performance of Rangers since the start of the season. We can see the improvements, we really can, the better players, but just that really, the inconsistency is just getting the better of us. It's so annoying. That game there, we showed Celtic far too much respect. That's the biggest thing that's annoying me. We allowed them to play. We made them look a good team, and they're not a good team, guys. We saw what Hearts did to them. Hearts went man for man against the Celtic midfield. They put three battlers in the centre of the park to win the ball, and then Hearts got the better of them. In my opinion, we should have done the same. I don't quite know what the game plan was in the first half, because I don't think we had one chance in the whole of the first half to score, which I find quite incredible. We didn't put them under any pressure. We didn't give them anything to think about. I can only think that we were trying to hold out as long as we could for 0-0 and then maybe go for it in the last 20 minutes. I don't know. It didn't pan out like that. Alan McGregor with a couple of incredible saves, guys. Thank God. I was really in two minds when Alan McGregor came back. Thank God we've got Alan McGregor in goals, because it was absolutely sensational today. By far our best player, some of the saves he pulled off. Don't get me wrong, guys, our two central defenders dealt with every high ball that came in there. I thought they did very well. But it was the midfield that I was most disappointed with. Arfield, I think was our best out of the three of them. He was getting a lot of good tackles in. Ryan Jack, for me, very quiet. And Ejaria, who, I have been rating a lot higher over the last few games. The last two games he's been excellent for Rangers. This game, he was, pretty pedestrian. The game kind of, flew past him. He is just a young player. He's never experienced a game like that before, I don't think, and I don't know if it was just a case that, he was maybe, I hate using phrases like rabbit caught in the headlights and things like that, but he had a very, very quiet game, guys. And then up front, Kyle Lafferty, trying to get involved. Our gameplay seemed to be playing a lot of diagonal long balls up to Kyle to win, but it just wasn't coming off. And Alfredo Morelos, I said it as well, he needs to watch what he's doing in this game, but I think he was very timid in this match, and that's just no him at all. It was just a strange performance today, guys. We never ever got out the traps at all. That's the frustrating thing. We know that we're a much better team than that. If we had went into that game there and Rangers had hammered Celtic and we just couldn't score, I might have been quite concerned, because we gave it our all and we still got beat. But that's maybe the only saving grace, is the fact that we did nothing in that game. We didn't turn up and we only got beat 1-0, whereas if that had been the last few years, it would have been absolutely annihilated. So maybe the only good thing that I've got to say. But Rangers didn't turn up. We need to forget this game now, guys. It's going to be difficult, I know. I'm really deflated here, really annoyed by it. We've got an international break coming up. That's going to give us the opportunity. I think it couldn't have come at a better time for us, to be honest with you, because we've had a lot of very gruelling matches. I think the players are needing to just get back on the training pitch, regroup, get players back. We've got a couple of new signings in there who have still to play. We've got a few players who are still injured. Koulibaly, I think that game, if he'd have been fit, would have been the perfect game for him today, but obviously he's still not match fit. this is going to give us a chance to get these players back, get them regrouped. We've got a few matches coming up which we should be winning quite comfortably. So hopefully after a few games it will get our confidence back up, guys, because, you know, we really just didn't turn up. I keep saying that, and that's what I'm more disappointed about than anything else. But sorry that it's not more upbeat, guys. I'm sure you are all feeling exactly the same way I am. I can't bring myself to say that we played well in any department, because we didn't, apart from our goalkeeper. So I'm sorry to leave you on this downer of a pod, guys, but I can't raise my enthusiasm anymore. Deeply disappointed, deeply hurt by that. But like I said, we all know that we can be much better than that. We all know that we can be much better than that. So we just have to keep faith in the manager, which I am. I'm not having a go at Steven Gerrard. He obviously had his game plan. He thought that his tactics were what he thought would get us through the match, but it didn't work out like that. And in the end, we got done by a quick break and basically players not tracking their men, and a simple pass in the end by the Celtic player for a sort of half-open goal. So can't blame the goalkeeper for that one. Defence and midfield tracking back really should have been marking, but they didn't, and that one lapse in concentration has let them in. Disappointed, guys, I know, but we're going to have to take it on the chin and move on. God, I'm starting to sound like bloody Mark Warburton, am I? Right, but anyway, guys, Derek and I will be back next week. I think we're going to be recording the pod on Wednesday, and we'll be going over the last couple of matches, including that fantastic result midweek to get us into the Europa League group stages. Just remember that, guys. Just remember that we are in the Europa League group stages. Derek will be going, and I will be going over who we're going to be playing. A group that I think that we could do well in, but we certainly have to play a lot better than we did there. And take care, guys. I'm signing off. We are the people. This is Dave. See you later. Goodbye.